Hey everyone, it's Yigal. Welcome to another Facebook Live here. And I had a great conversation with a friend today, and it reminded me about a concept that I think is crucial. It's crucial in business, it's crucial in your life, it's crucial for your team, for your business owners. And I wanted to share with you why it's so important in being able to figure this out, not just figure it out, but also to contain it and to do something about it. So if you're watching me, let me know in the comments. I'd love to see who's here. And it's called emotional contagion. With everything that's happening in the world today, with this, civil unrest, with elections coming up pretty soon, with COVID, and as a business owner, there's a lot of stress and overwhelm. I asked a question in one of my groups today, how stressed out you are. And some people said, 7, 9, 12. So if you want to give me what you believe you are on a scale of 1 to 10, how much overwhelm and stress do you have right now in your life and your business? And we're going to talk about a concept that's going to help you not bring this home with you. You see, I do what I do for a couple of reasons, but one of my biggest missions is to be able to help the business owner get rid of stress and overwhelm so that they don't take it home to their family and their kids and their spouse and come home stressed out and angry, but they can actually be present and enjoy being at home. So somebody said 20 in the comments. So there's this concept of emotional contagion. And I'm going to read you the direct, it's sciencedirect.com, says emotional contagion refers to a phenomenon of an automatic adoption of an emotional state of another person. I'm going to repeat that once again. Emotional contagion, which is what we're referring to today, refers to a phenomenon of an automatic adoption of an emotional state of another person. Now, what does that mean? This means that if you leave work and you had stress and overwhelm and you were angry and you're stressed out and just in a bad mood, you come home and you give that to your family. You come home and you indirectly make them adopt that attitude of being angry, that attitude of being stressed and overwhelmed. Can you imagine you coming home to your kids and your kids are happy to see you? Your kids are so excited to be, that you're home, and you give off to them this feeling of stress and overwhelm. Imagine being stressed out at home and, things happening to them in your house, things are going on. And then you come to work and you give off that emotional contagion, that anger, that fight that you just had with your spouse, whatever's going on at home, and you give it off to your team members. You give it off to your customers. My question to you is it fair? Is it fair to your family that you come home and you, not knowingly, you make them more stressed and overwhelmed? Is it fair that you make your spouse more stressed and overwhelmed? Is it fair that if you're going through something in your life, you come to work and you make your team more stressed and overwhelmed? To me, it's not fair. And it's one of the biggest reasons that business leaders need to work on their leadership and need to work on personal development on themselves. Because leading with baggage is misleading. I'll say that again. Leading with baggage is misleading. You cannot lead a business. You cannot lead a team if you're coming in with so much baggage that you haven't handled. If you haven't handled the baggage at work, you're going to come home and you're going to give that, you're going to hand off that baggage that got here. This is some trash I have. I was about to take out right now, right before I went home. And imagine I take, this trash from work and I don't throw it in the garbage can. I don't deal with it. I just come home and I hand it to my family and say, you guys take care of this. Or I come home from work, or I come from home to work and I give that to my team. So learning how to be able to, one, relieve your stress, right? Do something that before you go home from work, do Make sure that whatever you have at work that you figured out, make sure that you're learning how to build a better business. Make sure that you're learning how to build a better relationship. Make sure that you're learning how to set your budgets and your KPIs, to know your marketing, to build that culture, to strategize to grow your business is worth the time and investment in yourself. Because all the work that I've invested in myself has helped me to not bring that home to my family. Now, I'm not perfect. And if my wife is watching this, she'll agree with me. She'll say, hey, you've come home angry before. I have. But my goal is to walk out of here and know that I'm coming into a space that I don't want to give off that stress and overwhelm. I don't want to give off that emotion. I don't want to give that to them unless it's a happy emotion. Last night I came home happy because I was going to have a dance party with my daughters. It didn't end up happening because my daughter was tired. She was hungry. She didn't want to do it. But I came home excited and happy. I interviewed a good friend of mine, David Tall, for Small Business Big Leaders, a show I had on YouTube a while back. And he used to walk in. I don't know if he's still doing it. He used to walk in and, fist bump. Well, he can't do it now because of COVID. But he used to fist bump everybody he had in his office and say, hey, have a great day. If you need anything, I'm here for you. He'd give off that emotion of have an amazing day. Give off that emotion of I'm here for you. Give off that emotion of things are good. Let's smile together. And the truth is that people need that more. People need you to lead with good emotion, with good attitude, more than ever, with especially everything that's happening. With the unrest, the unknown that people are talking about, the stress. In the industry that I work in, the pawn industry, people are thinking about boarding up their stores and what's going to happen because of that stress. Restaurants are closing down. Businesses aren't doing well. Some are doing incredible. But when you're a business leader, when you come to work or you come home, you've got to understand that you're giving off what you're bringing home. You're giving off what you're bringing to work. And if you want your family to succeed, realize that emotional contagion is real. If you want your team to succeed, walk in with a smile. Be excited at your team meeting that you can have a team meeting because there's about 1,000 businesses closing a day because of what's going on. Realize that you have such a bigger impact than you thought in the way that you feel. And so if you have to sit in your car before you go into the house and play a song that makes you happy, if you have to meditate, take a deep breath, go for a run before you go to work, if you've got to pass by, go to the forest and go for a walk so that you don't give off that feeling, then do that. Because if you're going to lead with baggage, all you're going to do is you're going to hand off that baggage to other people. And worst of all is you still have that baggage on your shoulders. I don't know if it's ever happened to you. It's happened to me where I come home angry and I come home in a bad mood. And, 30 minutes later, I'm perfectly fine. Like my wife is angry. I'm like, what are you angry at? I didn't even do anything. Like, why are you so mad? And then I realized, emotional contagion. So I hope this helped. Let me know if it did in the comments. Thank you for watching. And Jeremy, positivity always spreads and that leads to great days. I agree with you. Somebody said, for me, it's faith, wife, children, work. Everything else is a bonus. The most stressful times in my life have been those four have been out of order. I feel the hardest part of pawnbroker's life is managing time. Love that. 100%. Jason Wallace says, he's at about a 5. Someone that I thought was irreplaceable quit. I promoted from within and gave responsibility to people that wasn't sure if they were capable. They've taken the ball around with it. Much less stress because I'm able to delegate things easier now. Love that. And by the way, no one's irreplaceable. Nobody's irreplaceable. Somebody says that the stress level is at a 20. Man, I can't even imagine. What's up, Amir? Thanks for watching. So think about that, right? Think about how stressed out are you and how that's affecting the people in your life. And to be able to find a way, it's our responsibility to find a way to deal with that stress, to deal with the overwhelm, to deal with those negative emotions as we go through our day. Let me know what you thought. If you agree with me or disagree with me, if you think I'm crazy, or if my assistant says if I wanted to make you throw up, that's valid as well. I'll take it. With that said, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go be with my family. Stay safe, stay healthy. Love you all, and I'll talk to you guys soon.